looking down on the property, and a lot of rain. So, okay, I just took this picture. Of course, I have pictures. We live in the mountains, but just thinking about the mountains, thinking of beyond, and then just God's glory, which is ahead for us. What is ahead? And finishing our course with joy. That's what we want to do. Be faithful to the Lord to the end. And plus, our ministry is for go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. All the world. All the world. You know, I used to think at the ends of the earth, I thought, where is that? Well, I live there. That's where we live. Okay, do we have 5 minutes for questions? Yep. Okay, 5 minutes for questions. Any questions? 8? 8 minutes. Okay. Any questions? Any answers?
What's your greatest need right now?
Boy, that's hard to know. Greatest need. I don't know what the greatest need is. The needs are so, you know, I'm kind of in the present. You look at what you need right at the moment. But the Lord has taken care of our needs. We don't know how. We don't know where our funds, I mean, we know your faithfulness. Thank you for that, okay? But when great needs come up, we don't know where it's going to come from. We just pray and the Lord surprises us. And, you know, it's a blessing to see what the Lord does. We desire to take in more boys. That's one thing. Again, training leaders for the future. And these young, that's the greatest need. The people in the villages, if they could say anything, what is your greatest need? If we said, what is your greatest need? They would say, oh, our children. Our children. Oh, and most of you, your children are grown, but what is the most important thing in your life? Your children. To train them up in the way they should go, to give them a good, solid Christian base and understanding. And so that is we want to expand and take in, and we'll have to redo some of the buildings to make room. We had an earthquake 3 or 4 months ago, and it cracked our building in places, and in fact, the builder is working on our building right now to redo. We don't know what that'll cost, but we just commit those things to the Lord, and He always provides for it. So, and then pray for our health. Again, safety. Again, the traffic mortality rate is so great. But you know, more than fearing for myself on the road, I fear for others I'm around. Because there are motorcycles whipping around me as I'm driving all the time. You have to drive with 360 vision. I mean, you have to be aware they're going to whip around you. And the kids don't have a whole lot of sense, a lot of them. And one of our boys, Donna-san, and he's Malit's little brother. He'll be 18 in March, but his girlfriend was just killed a couple of months ago on a motorcycle. And he brought a traumatic time for him, but it's very common. But safety also.
What is the form of government in Thailand, and is the government adversarial to your work or no?
Okay, we jumped through hoops. I wish I had a picture of our secretary, because she keeps us in the country. We're non-immigrant O. That's our classification. We could get a retirement visa and not do anything and stay easy. But in laboring in Christian ministry, we established a foundation, our foundation, Sovereign Grace Baptist Foundation in Thailand, and I am the chairman. And but we have to fill out paperwork like that much a month and prove that we are doing something that is profitable for the people. Well, you know, that's not hard. We love them, you know. But we have to take pictures, and I don't like this. We have to have pictures of us doing everything we do. Because if the government doesn't see those, you don't get the visa. In fact, one of our workers, we didn't have a Denise. I told you Brother Johnson's mother. They said she didn't have enough pictures. She got only a short visa. And so I thought, wow. But our secretary, you might pray for her. She's about this tall. Her name is Pan, and she's Lahu, but university educated in Thai, and she is super. Just keeps us in the country, does everything, and then we've gone through legal things, defending the people. This guy that tried to steal the properties from the people that years ago the churches bought for them. We just finished our last court case 2 months ago, and I've had to go to court once a month for maybe several years, and be there and stand on behalf of these people. But there are con men everywhere. There are a few in America.
Do you have future building more buildings going up with more boys coming in?
Well, one thing we thought, eventually, Susan and I thought we would have a little house. We have plenty of room, 6 acres. We thought eventually we might have a little house, and just and then we have Wichai as our boys' dorm supervisor. He's up there, and Denise, the builder, built her a little office, and Denise lives in that. It's been converted now into a little place for her. So she lives over in another building, and Molly and Moses live down in a rent house down below. So, but we thought about building a little house just over to one side.
So all the pastors, when they come for 1 week, they all stay in that building?
Yes, they sleep on the floor. But that's where they sleep. Yeah, we have cushioned mats and blankets, and they're just scattered all over. They move the chairs and the tables, and then and then we put it back in the morning, and but they're content. I would not sleep that way. I could not sleep that way. Yeah.
And here, always it can, kids bottle, top bunk, there's not that competition.
No, they do not want a top bunk. No. The lowlies get the top bunk, because they're used to the floor. And so, and okay, other questions? Anyone else?
What sort of wildlife is in the area that maybe you have to watch out for?
Well, there's wildcats and parts of Thailand, bears, where some of the people are. I've only seen one bear run across the road when I was traveling, but as far as dangerous, the snakes everywhere, and I don't know the difference. To me, I was raised with the good snake is a dead snake, but I don't know the difference. They do though, and the boys will grab and pick up a snake, and they know the difference. But they'll also grab these bugs that fly all over. They pull the wings off and eat them, and I go, yeah. So, and also, in the bamboo, you have bamboo worms. They love to eat bamboo worms. And, of course, I've had bamboo worms, but I can't say I enjoyed it until it was fried like a French fry or something, But we try just to eat, again, what they give us and not complain, not say anything. Try not to show it on our faces, So, anything else? Yes?
These postings, you've shown in your postings of men singing hymns. Do you teach them the hymns?
No. Yeah, I teach them the English, yes. Yes, I teach them the hymns in English. The Lahu and all the tribes, they are musical people. And 4-part harmony is natural to them. So they love to sing four-part harmony, and but so their break time, what do? They sing. I mean, they're singing all the time. I go over there in the morning, they're singing, and break time they're singing. In the evening they're singing. You hear them out there singing, and but that's a blessing. And yes, our boys are very musical, and they sing not only at our place, but as we go to villages, they sing for the people. Okay, any other questions? Any answers?